Stringer maps out a framework for organizing action research reports, focusing and framing, literature review, methodology, outcomes and/or findings, and conclusion. While seemingly similar in major headings to an analytical or experimental report, they differ in that interpretive action research provides narrative accounts and perspectives with implications on policy and practice. The analytical or experimental report typically provides concise descriptions of observed relationships between variables, often related to statistical testing of the null hypothesis. Remember in organizing a report to keep the stakeholder content in mind. Section 1, Focus and Framing, identifies the problem or issue on which the research focuses, describing the context in which it occurs, provides the problem statement requiring a solution, and the objective of the study. Section 2 summarizes published research or literature related to the issue, identifying outcomes, perspectives, theoretical assumptions, and gaps in the literature. Literature reviews summarize and evaluate the existing knowledge on a topic from previous studies, as well as professional, governmental, trade, or other organizational publications. The literature review sets the stage for comparing existing viewpoints with research participant perspectives. Section 3, Methodology, presents the rationale and process for how the action research project was conducted. Specifically, the methodology describes the philosophical assumptions, the sample, or the people, involved, the context or site in which the project takes place, and the procedures, known as the research methods, used to conduct the research. The methodology section positions the project within the paradigms that were discussed in Module 3. This is important because not all stakeholders have been exposed to different ways of thinking outside of the traditional scientific method or analytical approach. It also helps position the research methods, the position of the researcher, which is that of the facilitator versus objective outsider, as well as the participants. Note that they are true participants, not subjects, or a convenience sample that one might use in a quantitative study. Additionally, the section describes how data was gathered and analyzed and states the research rigor, limitations, and ethical issues. The outcomes or findings are discussed in Section 4 that describe the research context, such as the actors or people significant to the story, the acts, events, places, time, purpose, emotions, and objects that provide the necessary background information for the research. Most importantly are the accounts of stories told by the participants that personalize the issue. A general account is then constructed that identifies themes common to all or a number of the stories. These accounts focus on the experiences and perspectives that the people have in common, but also to the differences in a non-judgmental way. Finally, Section 5 presents the findings that summarize the outcomes of the study, places stakeholder viewpoints in a broader social context, explores the implications of the study for policies, programs, services, and practices related to the people and issue being investigated, and suggests actions that may further improve existing programs or initiate new ones. It may also suggest further research.